And because this is a double whammy, like you have a product and you're explaining how it is done and you're explaining how much it is, you can actually get sales from that. Apart from monetizing the content, why are people sleeping on this? Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I see you and you know exactly what to do so that you can follow up with the series. Don't forget to turn on your notification. Alright, my name is Pascal Okwara. This is Top 10 Nigeria. I'm a business development consultant. I've been a business development manager for several companies over several years, but now I just consult for a few and run my own company. Now, I posted a video last week, and it was about 6 ways you can make money using just your camera phone. And I intentionally shot that video with the front-facing camera of my phone just to prove a point that it's very possible for you to just use your phone, no matter how basic the camera is, and make some money. Now, the 6 ways that I posted there, a lot of you liked it. I got some comments on the social media platform and on WhatsApp about elaborating on more, which I expected. And I'm going to take it one after the other. So that's how this series is born, and that's why you need to turn off your notification, because I'm going to be taking it one after the other. Today I'm going to be dealing with content creation on budget. All right, now when I say on budget, I actually mean the things that you already have. You have your phone, you actually subscribe to data now, and you watch a lot of stuff on your phone. So that phone that you're watching this stuff on can be your TV station, it can be your office, it can actually pay your rent. A lot of people make some money on social media, and one of the easiest way to do it is with content creation. Now, today I'm shooting with the back-facing camera of a standard phone, even though I have DSLR cameras that cost millions of naira, all right, and just ring light, and this is a green screen. I'm not actually here, all right. So that's how I intend to shoot this particular video. I divided this into 5 segments, which I'm going to be taking either 1 segment per video or 2 segments per video, so that the video doesn't get long. Now, the segments we're going to have is segment 1 is what is content creation. Segment 2 is types of content that you can create. That is very important. A lot of people, this is where a lot of people get confused. They want to know, what is it that I can create, all right? But when you understand what content creation is and you understand the kind of power, it is your creativity that is your limit. Like, how creative can you be, all right, to make something that somebody considers valuable enough for you to watch? And there are several fields and niches that you can actually choose from. So we're going to dive that in segment 2. Segment 3 is where to post your content. Segment 4, how to make money from it. A lot of people know making money as like monetize the channel. What do you need to get to monetize the channel? And there are several other ways. I have listed here about 7 other ways you can make money. And then you will understand why most of this video that I'm shooting it in a plain t-shirt and a plain face cap. There is a reason for that, all right? Then you understand. That's why you need to turn on your notification. Like this video if you are liking what you're hearing so far, and let's go. And the 5th segment, which is the last one, is tip for growth. What some people do and miss it, because you can actually be online on track to get into making big money from content creation, but along the line you drop off because you didn't know that you're on the right track. So we'll give you tips on how to grow. And while watching this video, if there's any part of this video that you feel that you need more elaboration on, please go to the comment section and put it there. I'm going to either explain it in the comment section, or if it requires making another video, I'm definitely going to make another video for that. So let's get back to the first one. What is content creation? Now, content creation is actually making something that somebody considers valuable enough to watch it or to spend time on it. Now, the reason content creation is now a big thing is that the person that is spending time on your content must not necessarily be paying for it. Some other person will pay just so another person can watch your content. Is that confusing? No, it shouldn't. because we are now in the era where making money is a collaborative effort. All right. Now, let me explain it simply. You make a content and you put it online on your channel, on a medium, and somebody else watches that content. And because somebody is watching that content, you are making money. Now, guess what? Some companies are willing to pay money so that their product can be shown just before your own content, so that they can now get visibility. So the person watching it mustn't necessarily pay you for the content. Rather, a company is paying you for the content. So that's how the content creation is. What are the types of content you can create? I know a lot of people are waiting for this. First off, the best kind of content that you can make, because they create value, is educational. Let me not say the best kind of content, because there are several people that like several things. For instance, I strongly believe that if you are... Okay, wait. Do you know there is an Instagram handle that shows poop in a toilet? So I always believe that whatever content you're able to create, there is a market for it. Just be consistent and look like you know what you're doing. Okay? Now, educational content, number one. Educational content are interesting because every person wants to learn something new. You know how to cook, somebody wants to learn how to cook. You know how to make stuff with your hand, you're a craftsman, somebody wants to learn how to do that. Now, even if they don't want to learn it so that they can do it themselves, they want to learn it so that they can know how it is done. There is actually a TV program called How It Is Made. All they do there is just go to companies that make stuff and video how it is made and explain it without revealing the company secret. So you can do that. Now, there was a time I was at the crossroad, because I know the next question when I say teach something is, what do you teach? Now, there was a time I asked myself that question. I'm actually trained in business development, so it's very easy for me to talk on business development and the things that you can do to start and groom a business to profit. But what if you are not trained on any of those things? Now, I came down to the basic language. I can speak Igbo language very clearly, all right? And I can speak English. So that means I have the power to start translating English to Igbo language. And believe it or not, there are people that want to learn that language. No matter the language it is, there's somebody that wants to learn it. All right. Now, another thing is you can start teaching people how to speak that particular language. You're not translating, you are teaching them how to speak that language. And the good thing about this again is that the traditional way of teaching language is out of the window. The classroom way of teaching language is out of the window. Now, you can start whichever way you want. However, you need to just be original, all right? Now, you can start with popular phrases that people say, and you teach them how to say those phrases in those language, indicate the kind of dialect it is. Somebody is interested there. So there are several things, even the things that you love doing. You don't like any language, but you like eating fufu. And you have eaten so many fufu that you can actually explain how it feels like to eat fufu and different types of soup. Make a content based on that, the things that you love. Now, let's say that you don't know how to speak any language, you don't know any educational stuff. Learn something. And then make content on the process of you learning the thing. People want to see how you grew. So educational content, you can always find something that you make content about that is educational. And education gives people value. Any person that wants to learn something, advertisers love educational value. Because any person willing to learn something is an intellectual person, is a person that wants to grow. And who else do advertisers want to advertise their content alongside with? Than somebody that wants to grow. Every company wants to grow. So let me show them my product. Probably it might be relevant to the process of the growth of the viewer. So that's one, educational content. The second one is entertainment. Entertainment is easy. Entertainment is out there. You make comedy skits, you make dance steps, you make funny talks, you explain stories. You talk about stories. What happened in your estate? There was a time I was making content. What happened in my estate? I live in an estate, quite alright. Yeah, but the things that I explain about ends happening exactly in my estate. What I do is that I hear some intriguing stories and I tell the story as if it is in my estate so that people can relate to that story. So entertainment is another thing. You know how to make people laugh, you know how to talk about things, you know how to tell stories. There are several stories you can talk about. Just make sure it's not a story that will go against the policy of the platform you are posting. All right, so you censor some stuff if it is requiring censoring. Then you tell stories, you do comment. If you know how to dance, if you know how to make people laugh, you know how to say funny stuff, and you know how to tell stories, people want to listen to you. Now, if you have a good intonation, you can actually make content by telling stories. There's this lady on Twitter. You know, Twitter is a text platform, all right? They say a lot of things with text. And nobody knew that this girl has a very lovely voice, good intonation, good command of English language. Until she decided that what she wanted to write was too long and recorded a voice note about it and posted. Boom! And that's how she started a podcast. All right? So there are several things you can do in entertainment field. Now, what else can you do? Motivational and inspirational stuff. That's number 3. If you know how to give motivation, you know how to ginger people. All right? You give that motivation. But there's a caveat to this. Now, a lot of people are getting bored of inspirational stories that is not connected to life. All right, it's not realistic. So don't tell people to do things that you know that it doesn't work in real life, or maybe you don't even know. Make sure you tell people probably based on your experience, what happened. Those are the kind of inspirational story that people listen to. You know somebody that passed through that, you passed through that, you have experience over that. So a lot of people that have experience over this can run with this. All right, motivational stories, inspirational stories. Now, even if it hasn't happened to you, but you read somewhere and it's inspirational to you, so you can make content of things that are inspirational to you, and somebody else may take from it and like it. All right, so that's how it goes. Number 4 is lifestyle reviews, beauty videos. Now, lifestyle is a thing that is unique to several people, all right? The way you live your life is different from the way I live my life. So, what are those practices that got you from A to B? What are those beauty tips that make you stand out? How do you review some of those beauty products? Now, this particularly is good for the ladies. However, when something is mainstream or popular for the ladies, if you see a guy that does that same thing very well, he becomes a standout. The goal is to stand out. The goal is to be original with it. All right. So if you know how to review beauty products, or you're dressing, or come get ready with me, and a lot of people combine 2 or 3 niches, which is fine. They tell stories at the same time, get ready. If that is your thing, I mean, that's basically it. You have a full content that you can do every day, and you can now research, different aspects of that field that you can bring the content every single week. Now, number 5 is vlogging. Vlogging is easy because reality TV is on the rise, right from the days of Desperate Housewife, and now it is all over, everywhere. Glamorous wife of this, glamorous wife of this, So vlogging is it. But the thing is that it mustn't be glamorous. A lot of people don't even connect to glamorous lifestyle because that is not their everyday life. So they can't relate. All right. Some people are inspired by it, but most people can't relate. And some people think that it's not realistic. So you give them realistic lifestyle. No matter how boring you think your life is, there are aspects of it that people want to see. I'm not saying that you should bore the living daylights out of people with your lifestyle, but find how to make a content. Imagine that you are on the other side of the screen and you are watching somebody's lifestyle. What would you like to see? All right, how to get ready to go to work. That already is a content, because after you show us how you got ready to work, if you can take it outdoor, once you take it outdoor, your content goes from here to here. Now, if you can take it outdoor, people see how you got into keke, or how you got into bus, or how you got into your clean car and went to work. They look around and see where you went to and stuff. It's already content, and it changes every day. You made a trip to the market to buy stuff. You vlog about it, especially if you're not shy. It changes every time. Every time you go to the market, it's going to change. It's not going to be the same content. So it's something that people can appreciate. If you are shy and you can't hold your camera like this and vlog all around, now get those small cameras. There's those clip cameras that you can put on your clothes, and it shows whatever is in front of you, and you can go to the market and do voiceover. This one is even fine for people that are shy, because it doesn't show you, but we can hear your voice and see what you are explaining. However, if you're going to shoot something, make sure you have permission to shoot those things. But people are interested in your lifestyle, so vlog about it. The next one, number 6, is dance and trendy stuff and challenges. All right, now this is what TikTok based its operations on. Like, they created TikTok so that people can make short videos of trending stuff or things that are interesting to them in their environment. So they basically merged vlogging, educational stuff, dance and trending stuff in one particular concept. So you can also run with that. All right, you know how to dance, you know how to do some challenges. It mustn't be only dance. You know how to do some stuff, like you can put a whole egg in your mouth and swallow it. As crazy as that is a content that I would actually like to watch. Like, if I see somebody saying that he's going to swallow one whole egg, I haven't done it before, I can do that. Now, there is one challenge in my secondary school where this guy got people to stake money if you're going to finish a cupcake in, say, 1 minute. I've forgotten how it is. Now, do you know cupcake, as small as it is, the moment you put it in your mouth and it meets the saliva, it kind of expands. You would chew this thing and you think you would swallow it, you won't be able to swallow it. So challenges like that, if you can do those kind of things, it's interesting to people to watch. Just make sure you make a list of the challenges that you want to do, the dance steps you want to do, so that you have content at least every single week. That means if you can do 4 in a month, you're covered. If you can do more, that's fine, like 3 times in a week. But if you can do more, fine. But at least once a week, and you have 4 contents. Now, the last but not the least, I left this one as the last because this is awesome, and a lot of people are sleeping on it. Sometimes I actually wish my work is not like a service-based work. That I have to tell you from my experience some practices that you use to grow your business. All right, there are people that have jobs. Get permission from your employer if you need to. There are people that have jobs that is pure content. It is pure content. Now, take for instance, you work in a place where you fix phones or laptop. That is pure content. Like, every day is something different. You can explain how you change the screen of the phone, how you change the charging port of your phone, how you change the capacitor of your phone. You can explain, it's just content throughout. Now, you work in a place and you sell charcoal. You can explain how you guys process the charcoal, put it in a bag, and the price is for it. And because this is a double whammy, like, you have a product and you're explaining how it is done and you're explaining how much it is, you can actually get sales from that, apart from monetizing the content. Why are people sleeping on this? If you have a job where you have to provide a kind of service, or you make a kind of product, or you do something, that's massive content. All you need to do, set up a camera on one corner and boom, you have content. You can actually shoot and do voiceover later. So you mustn't be explaining what you're doing at that same time. So that is a big and a lot of people go to work. A lot of people have these jobs that they do something that people can see, and they are not making videos of it. So right now, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different kind of contents that I've just given you. In our next video, we are going to be talking about where to post your content and how to make money from those contents. This is very important. So you need to turn on your notification right now as you subscribe and like this video, so that I'll know that, okay, man, these people are liking what I'm seeing, so I can be able to generate more content. Actually, this could be a paid service, because companies come to me and they say, okay, I'm starting this kind of business. How do I grow it? What is my plan? A lot of people just start a business and see how it goes. It doesn't make sense. You have to have 1 year plan, 2 years plan, 3 years, 5 years plan. All right. So if you like this video, it tells me that, okay, you are liking what I'm seeing. I'm providing value for you. The direction I'm heading is good. So I can make more quality video on this. All right. So that said, thank you for watching. My name is Pascal Okwara. Bye for now.